All right, welcome to Savage Chill School. All right, week one, first lesson. And I already know what half of you are thinking. Bro, I joined Savage Chill Die to Live for ice, iron, meat, and psychological warfare. And I open with water? Yeah, I can feel the disappointment. But listen, before you start fantasizing about kettlebells, cold plunges, we have to address the brutal truth. Most of you aren't undisciplined. You're just dehydrated, constipated, and running on caffeine and vibes, like a cracked out Roomba bouncing off the walls. That's ADH in a nutshell. 1,000 tabs open and none of them loading. Because your body's like, sir, we're out of water. You want the Savage Chill life? Cool. Step one, stop walking around carrying a week's worth of shit inside you and calling it grind set. Because you can't die to live if you're literally full of yesterday. Now, here's why this matters. Hydration is the first domino. If you're not hydrated, everything else is compromised. Focus, mood, digestion, sleep, execution. When you're hydrated, you wake up and you start stacking wins. You knock out tasks like a monster, like Frankenstein. Except instead of dragging chains, you're dragging your to-do list behind your car. But when you're underhydrated, let me tell you, you wake up tired, you're foggy, you're irritable, you're busy, but nothing gets done. You're not Frankenstein. You're a confused raccoon in the kitchen at 2 a.m., knocking things over and somehow ending up with coffee. So today, I'm gonna cover 5 things. 1, why hydration is the first domino. 2, what dehydration costs you. 3, my hydration system starting the night before. 4, how to handle life without breaking the system. 5, water quality and why reverse osmosis matters. Now let's get into it. Hydration isn't a vibe, it's a contract. A daily agreement with your body. And most people break that contract every morning. They wake up, grab the phone, check messages, take coffee to the face like it's CPR. That's not discipline. That's panic in a mug. When you're properly hydrated, you'll notice sharper focus, less brain fog, more stable energy, better digestion, better sleep quality, better performance. When you're underhydrated, you pay in the same currency. Focus drops, productivity suffers, sleep gets lighter, digestion slows down, you feel off, and then you do the modern man ritual. More coffee, more stimulants. What the hell's wrong with me? Nothing's wrong with you. You're just running a high-performance machine with zero coolant. So here's the system. This is where people fail. They try to remember water. That doesn't work. I don't want memory. I want installation. A system that runs whether you feel like it or not. Step 1. Buy the right equipment. 30-ounce screw-top bottles, stainless steel. At least 2, preferably 3. 2 bottles is the minimum. 3 bottles is a serious system. If you have 1 tiny bottle and you refill it all day, that's cute. That's not a system. That's you negotiating with dehydration like, listen bro, I'll hydrate later, I swear. Step 2, stage the mission before bed. Before sleep, your bottles are filled and placed next to your bed. That's not convenience. That's war planning. Because morning you is not a strategist. Morning you is a caveman with a phone and bad ideas. So we remove choices. We make hydration automatic. Step 3, no overnight drinking habit. Sleep is sleep. If you wake up, you don't start sipping water like it's a 24-hour gas station. You go back to sleep. We're not training fragility. We're training control. Step 4, morning execution. Water before coffee. Always. When you wake up, you down one 30-ounce bottle immediately. Week 1, minimum target is 30 ounces before anything else. But the standard is higher. 2 bottles, 60 ounces before you even think about coffee. My personal reality, I'm over 90 ounces before I take a sip of coffee. Because coffee on dehydration is like throwing gasoline on a fire and calling it motivation. Coffee is earned after hydration, not before. Step 5, carry the system into the day. If you leave the house, the bottles go with you, not optional. 2 bottles if you're in and out. 3 bottles if you're out longer. Training, traveling, work, heat. This is a serious hydration. You plan it like it matters because it does. You don't hope you'll hydrate. You don't try to hydrate. You execute hydration. Busy life rules. Night before staging is the keystone habit. If you do that, mornings become automatic. Keep bottles at your launch points. Bedroom, car, work spot. Don't rely on later. Later is where discipline goes to die, right next to your abandoned goals and your excuses. Now, water quality. The source matters. If your water source is inconsistent, your results are inconsistent. I prefer reverse osmosis. Clean, repeatable, reliable. And I'm not a fan of living on plastic bottled water. Stored in plastic, often transported in heat and light. So you're paying extra for mystery water with bonus variables and a shiny label. And they screw you on the price. No thanks. The goal is simple. Reduce variables. Build a routine you can run forever. All right, guys. We covered a lot today. We covered why hydration is the first domino. We covered the system. Bottles staged at night, water immediately in the morning, 2 bottles before coffee. And we covered water quality. Now it's on you. Follow the steps and watch what happens when you stop negotiating and start executing. At the end of this lesson, you'll see links to my Amazon recommendations for this and this water machine. I'm going to say this. It's easy to implement starting today. And remember this. Diet to Live isn't poetry, it's practice. Hydration is day 1, and it never ends. Now, if you can't follow this simple water system, good luck on ever following any other system in life. Now, Savage Chill is about systems. You don't want so many decisions through the day. The system runs it for you. And it starts right here. Don't underestimate the power of water. Now go drink some water.